everybody, and today I thought I would talk to you guys about what I want from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And seeing as we're talking about Advanced Warfare, I thought I would show you guys the patch, background, and camo that you get when you pre-order Call of Duty Advanced Warfare from select retailers. So if you are wondering where you can get the camo from and make sure that you do get the camo, the patch, and the background for your pre-order, I will leave the links in the description so you guys can make sure that if you're pre-ordering from the right place and getting your camo and patch and background. So the gameplay that you're going to be watching is me using the pre-order camo so you guys can see what it looks like on one gun at least. And this game, it's okay. It's not the best. I was really trying to help my team when they were struggling in the beginning, so I was doing my very best to help secure the victory. But now that we know more information about Advanced Warfare, I was just thinking about what I want from the next Call of Duty. I feel like for me personally, Ghost was very hit and miss. There were some times that I got on and I was like, this is amazing, I'm having so much fun, but then there were also a lot of times where I was very bored, I'm just running around, I can't find anyone, there's not very much action, which is not good for Call of Duty. Call of Duty is known for being action-packed, very fun, very fast-paced, and that's not what Ghost is all the time. So going into the next Call of Duty, what I really want them to do above all of the cool features is to focus on bringing us a Call of Duty that does what COD does best. And in my opinion, what COD does best is fast action, fast pace, small to medium sized maps. I guess you could have like 1 or 2 large maps, but I don't think that COD really does large maps well. I think small and medium is very important. Now, the other thing that they might do is now that they're moving further into the future, the way that you can move around the map is probably going to be very different. So if you're able to move around the map in a much faster way than just running along the floor, then it would be fine to have larger maps. But if we're just running in the traditional way, moving around the maps in the traditional way that we do now, I think that COD should always stick to small and medium maps. I don't think they should do large because, like I said with Ghost, there are times when it's exciting and it feels like COD and it's fun, but there's also times where it feels very boring and very slow, and that is not why I play Call of Duty. Now, moving on to the more specifics of what I want from the next COD, what I will say is because they're moving so far into the future, they have complete freedom to do what they want. I think this is probably the most freedom that any Call of Duty studio has had up until this point. Obviously, Black Ops 2 was in the future, but because it was only slightly in the future, it was only like, what, 11 years in the future? They had to be very careful. They had to remain pretty close to what we have right now. They couldn't really push the boundaries too far in terms of future technology, but Sledgehammer has the opportunity to really do whatever the hell they want. So I want to see innovative ideas and creative ideas. I think what I'm most excited for is the kill streaks that they come up with, because when any COD drops, I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to is seeing what kill streaks are in there. Modern Warfare 3 was kind of a disappointment because although the kill streaks looked good, yeah, the assault strike package, everything got shot down like straight away, so it was kind of disappointing in terms of that. With Black Ops 1, the Blackbird was like the best thing ever. But I loved the Blackbird. I loved the kill streaks in Black Ops 1, actually. I absolutely loved them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with kill streaks. And I don't want them to just bring back like kill streaks that have been in previous CODs and just kind of reskin them and make them look more futuristic. Of course, they're going to do that with some, like the UAV and stuff like that will always be in Call of Duty. But I want there to be new kill streaks that are completely different, not just reskins, not just slightly futuristic versions of a Lodestar or something like that. I want it to be completely new, so I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And it's exciting to use it because you've never used anything like that before. So I'm really looking forward to that. I just want them to get really creative with what they're doing because Sledgehammer has the opportunity to have complete freedom like no other Call of Duty studio has ever had. I also think that the exoskeleton suits, they could do a lot with that, but they have to be very careful because it can possibly look a little bit too much like Titanfall if they go too far into being able to move around the map in a certain way. And I've kind of talked about this on Twitter a little bit. I haven't talked about it in a video, but this is what makes me a little bit sad that the original Infinity Ward team isn't still with Infinity Ward, because Titanfall, in my opinion, is a very well made FPS. Yes, it needs more guns, it needs more abilities and stuff like that, but it's a very, very well made FPS game. Now imagine if Infinity Ward was still with Infinity Ward under Activision, what they could have made when it came to Call of Duty. Like, it would have been crazy. They would have had a much bigger budget than Titanfall had and Respawn had to work with. They would have had more backing, they would have had more support. And I'm sorry, I just went on a really random rant that had nothing to do with Advanced Warfare. But what I'm saying is that with the exoskeleton suits, like, I hope that they get very creative with them and don't just think, oh, you can jump higher, oh, you can go invisible and stuff like that. I want them to think of things a little bit more differently. And you know what? I want the ability to be able to swim. I know I hate video game water, but I want to be able to swim in a Call of Duty game in multiplayer. That sounds fun. But let me know in the comments section what you guys want from your next Call of Duty, and I will speak to you guys later. Bye.